Welcome back, Portalmasters. SCL Matt here with another live stream on Saturday, which means it's auction day. Who's excited for auction day? Who's excited for auction day? I am. I love auction day. Means I get to hang out with you lovely folks, and we get to talk about Skylanders, talk about SCL, and see what's going on. So, Ethan, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we get to follow the last 2 hours of the SCL auctions. If you're not familiar with the auctions, go check them out. SCLauctions.com. SCLauctions.com. That'll redirect you to our auction page on the SkylandersCharacterList.com website. Yes, Jindigo. So that's like tonight's big news. Big news. We'll get to that in a minute. Liam, Wolf Shadow, Robert, Absolutely Studios. Welcome. Wolf Shadow, you found a twin blade chop case. Nicely done. It's not the easiest one to find. So let's see. Ooh, getting a wallop and Nightfall for $12. Nicely done, gamer. That's a good deal there. But yeah, I'm probably under 1.4 figure. Yeah, maybe with that big sale, it's very possible. But here, I'll bring this up from time to time, I'm sure, throughout the night in case people ask. But I was literally just working on this before the stream. This picture right here, or here. This is order I was putting together for. Many of you will know him as Skadoost, frequent visitor of the stream. Challenged me last week, said, "Hey, if you put Stealth Elf on sale, I'll buy all of them." I'm like, okay, let's see. Let's see how this works. I put every single Stealth Elf figure on sale, every single standard Stealth Elf figure on sale, and sure enough, they bought them all. Bought all of the Stealth Elf. Like, Stealth Elf is no more. Yeah. It was pretty awesome, honestly. Until, the last day of the sale to do it, but yeah, Stealth Elf. Other than, I believe there is one dark Stealth Elf out there, and that's mostly because I didn't put it on sale. I didn't put the variants on sale. So, yeah. Otherwise, if you go check the sale items for this week, either SkylandersCharacterList.com/sale, or just go into the shop and search for Stealth Elf, you're going to have a very tough time finding any Stealth Elf figures because the remainder of them have been purchased. Yeah, so it's they held up their end of the bargain. Hey, I'm thankful because, like I said, Stealth Elf was taking up a lot of room. There was I think the most of Series 3, which made sense because starter pack figure. There are like 27 of them. So yeah, it's they're gone for the time being. But like I said, because they built up so quickly, I amassed all those in 3 months. They'll be back. I'm not worried. As like, probably the next lot that I get Um, I'll I'll probably end up getting more Stealth figures, but let's see. Let's see what's everybody else up to today. Just got notification that your package with the order shipped. Awesome. Already made it to Detroit. Nice. That's why I ship right away because then things get moving. If I put every True X on sale, you'll get them all. Interesting. Interesting. Stay tuned for next week's sales. They'll be coming tomorrow. Yeah, Jindigo. Yeah, all of them should be sold. I'm pretty sure all of them except the dark one were sold. Skylanders Gamer TV. How's the auction going? Well, that's a very good question. Let's let me pull up the auction page and see exactly how the auctions are going because we haven't gotten an official auction update yet this week. So, our first official auction update tells us that last I checked, the auctions are doing quite well. Actually, I'm quite pleased with how the auctions are going so far. So we have the Swap Force. We have a card and a sticker lot. The stickers still no bids. The card lot though has a bid for $1. We have a Dark Edition Imaginators poster. It's going for $1. A lot of 5 damaged Disney Infinity figures. No bids. But that enchanted Hoot Loop, man, you folks weren't kidding when you said you're saving up your money for those customized figures. This enchanted Hoot Loop has his staff painted, just the gem, the orb in the staff. We have 3 different people going after that. It looks like currently at 350. The legendary Free Ranger that has a little bit of paint or drawing on him, going for $1 right now. Then we have 2 halves that have a little extra decoration on them. The Dark Blast, I have to call it a Dark Blast because it's just the top half. Dark Blast, or the top half of Dark Blast Zone, does not have a bid right now. The top half of Nitro Magna Charge, or Nitro Magna, as I have it listed there, does have a bid for $1. Baymax from Disney Infinity got a bid. That's good to see. Currently no bids on the wireless portal for SSA. Got one of those in a lot the other day. Our big spotlight item of the week, the Green Flame Firebone Hot Dog, is off to a great start. Currently up to $70.50. $70.50. There is a Skylanders Giants carrying case that I only have one of these. I have a bunch of carrying cases in the shop, but I've only gotten one of these so far. So I said, hey, let's just, instead of making another listing for it, let's put it in the auction and see what happens. That does have a bid at $5 right now. The Griffin Park Observatory has a little bit of damage, but currently going for $4. So still a great deal if somebody wants to jump in on that. I mean, it's not a cheap piece, and the damage is very minimal. Just the little antenna on the top of actually here, I can show you. This little antenna broke off of the observatory. That's the only damage there is to the entire thing. And I'll even send you this piece. Yeah, that's all it is. We had a case for Xbox 360 Spyro's Adventure. I opened it up the other day and found out there was no disc inside. So I'm selling the case and the booklet. If anyone's interested in that. We have a damaged mini Genie. No bids on that yet. Let's see. Fire Kraken does have a bid. That's good. Countdown, Jawbreaker, Wind Up, the Barrel Blaster, none of those have bids. Our Painted Fist Bump. Painted Fist Bump. That's been up there for a couple of weeks now has multiple people going after it, currently at $3. In the similar vein, the Painted Gil Grunt, Series 3 Gil Grunt, does not have a bid. But our damaged shortcut was cut short. Shortcut, whatever you want to call him. He does have a bid finally at $1. And another piece I didn't think was ever gonna sell, and this was honestly gonna be, like, the last week I listed it. The, Gandalf base for the LEGO Dimensions game, finally has a bid there at 50 cents. So, those are our auctions for this week. That's what we're looking at, and I'm glad to say a lot of them have bids, and a lot of them have multiple bids, so that's exciting to see. But yeah, that's awesome. Um, Robert, so yeah, what is going what is he going to do with that many stealth elf? I don't know. I believe stealth elf is the favorite character. Um, they talked, I think at one point about doing customs. They just want to have backups in case any of their figures fail because it is their favorite. I don't know. I don't know. If I put every chop chop on, you're gonna buy all the tree Rex and all the chop chop too. Interesting. We'll see. We'll see. I'll think about it. Greatest Griffin. Not sure how this auction stuff works, so I'll just watch. I mean, this is it's a standard auction basically. Just like you would bid on stuff on, like on eBay. It's just my private auctions here on the site. Um, so the only difference between me and eBay really is that I have a anti-sniping feature turned on. It's kind of a soft close to the auction. Whereas if anybody places a bid in the last minute of the auction, it actually adds another minute to the timer. So someone can't just go in and put a really high bid in the last second and kind of steal it away from somebody. Um, because that'll just add more time to the timer so people have time to outbid them if they want to. But yeah, it's just standard auction format other than that. Jindigo, what were you waiting for? I don't know what you're waiting for. They were on sale all week, and I actually sold a fair number of them throughout the week. I think I know I sold Series 1 and Series 2 and Superchargers. Oh, no, I did actually sell some Series 3 as well. So, yeah, I sold all of those Stealth Elves, um, throughout the week, but Skadoosh came in at the end and cleaned them all up. How many Stealth Elves in total were there? At the beginning of the week, I don't know. He Skadoosh just bought, 20 of Superchargers, 15 of the Series 1, 4 of the Series 2, and 27 Series 3. So, let's see, 47, 57, 52, 56, 56. About 56 of them, I think, if I did my math right. Yeah, sounds about right. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of stealth health for sure. Wolf Shadow, that's awesome. I'm assuming you're shopping locally and finding great deals. Liam got 25 Skylanders for $20. Awesome. Or euros, sorry. 25 for 20 euros, but still, that's awesome. That's great prices. That's the kind of prices I hope to find for my shop. Chatterbug finally got Nightfall. Has the pink Barbella. Nice. Yeah, Skylander Gamer TV, like that's the thing with that damage on the Griffin Park. Like I didn't I think the first I've had two of them like that had the missing antenna. Um the first one I didn't even notice. Someone pointed it out to me during the live stream when I was unboxing it. And so now I've been watching for that when they come in to see if they have that damage, but yeah, I mean, it's very minimal damage. It really is, but I it's one of those, like I said, it is technically broken or damaged figure cosmetically. It still works in the game, but it's damaged cosmetically, and so I don't wanna sell it as, "Yeah, this is a perfectly fine figure." Earthen Avenger, welcome. Happy Saturday indeed. Next week, when the auction should just be 5 tree Rexes. I mean, I I don't know. Like I could, but I don't know that that would be interesting. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Like eventually here, if the auctions keep selling well, as they have been, I will probably kind of run into a shortage of auction items of the standard type of items that I've been using. So you might see some, different lots of figures, whether it's 5 tree Rex or if it's 5 different figures. Um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen with that, but greatest Griffin, have a good day. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. Don't know if anyone's ever asked, but how did you come up with the SCL logo? No, that's exactly what the stream is for. I random questions, and especially if they're related to Skylanders or SCL, it's great, great time for it. The SCL logo that was actually done. I paid to have that done. I ran it through a site called 99 Designs. I don't know if you're familiar with that one, but it's basically you go say, "Hey, I need a logo. This is what it's for. This is the name of my site." And like you can use this for other design work as well. But you basically go and say, "Hey, this is what I want to have done," and then everybody comes back with their initial designs, their initial suggestions, the various artists and stuff, and you go through and you pick one of them. You kind of have to like give them like, "Hey, this is my budget as well," and then you pick one winner, and then you work with that person to finalize the design that you picked. Um, so yeah, it came out of that. It came out of I wanted to change up my logo. I don't know if anybody remembers way back in 2012. My initial logo was just the letters SCL, big bold black print. Um, it wasn't really much of a logo at all. So once the site started taking off, I'm like, I should probably, make this formalize this a little bit. And I don't consider myself to be a very creative person in that realm. So that was something I was willing to pay for. I said, hey, let's find us a designer, find someone to design it. Honestly, I've been thinking, well, people have kind of come to know that logo a little bit. Maybe it could be time for a redesign somewhere down the road. Spice things up, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. So yeah, I didn't design it specifically. I gave my input on it, but the initial design was I couldn't even tell you who designed it anymore. I don't remember. Um, it was some random designer I picked from 99 Designs. Indigo with the count. We're currently at 13 and 24. That's like where we finished last week. So I'm hoping to bump that number up. We need to sell a few more of those auctions that don't have bids yet. Quest guy, how you doing tonight? What should you try to go for? Shortcut, cut short, or jawbreaker, no arms. And two, mindful join in every every ghost roaster and fright rider for sale. Oh man. Well, the easy part is there's only one of them. Ghost roaster, I don't see putting on sale because he sells well enough just on his own. Fright rider maybe could see a sale. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But as for shortcut or jawbreaker, well, my vote right now will be for jawbreaker because he doesn't have a bid yet. And like I was just saying with Jingo's count there, I want to get that number up as close to 24 as possible. There's 24 auctions live today, and there's bids currently on 13 of them. Um, Like I said, my best week of auctions is gonna be the week that I sell 100% of the items. I don't care how much this if they all sell for $1 a piece, so be it. I would rather sell all 24 items than make $100 per item. So, yeah, that would be my vote since Shortcut already has a bid. Personally, character-wise, if you're asking, like, which one plays better, which one do I like more? Well, Shortcut, because Shortcut is awesome. He's one of my favorites, actually. But Jawbreaker is a very solid character, and he could use a new home. Farsec, welcome tonight. How's everybody doing? I'm doing well. Hope everybody else is doing well too. Yes, Sevenfold, you did buy the first broken figure. That's true. What would be my reaction if Skylanders 7 collaborated with Minecraft or Castle Crashers? Oof, Castle Crashers. I haven't heard that in a long time. Do th- do they still put out content for Castle Crashers? Is that still a thing that kids play these days? I mean, I played that years ago. Um, but I would be 100% on board if there was a collaboration there. Like those games have huge audiences. And so if you combine Skylanders with it and say, "Hey," not only I think most of us would be thrilled to have more Skylanders content, but it could gain new audience members as well. So, absolutely. I would love that. Skylander Gamer, I 23 Rexes for $20, no shipping. I need that shipping. I mean, Tree Rex is a big, bulky, heavy figure. To ship 20 of them, honestly, depending where I'm shipping them, might cost more than $20. It's possible it might cost more than $20. Like, I have to go see how many I can fit in one of the boxes they're in now. Um, yeah, that wouldn't be man, yeah, I mean, 20 for 20, like, if someone would just buy the 20 for 20, even with the shipping fee, I wouldn't be making very much money if that's all they bought. I'd be very close to losing money on that. So, yeah, I don't know if I can offer that right now. We'll see. Quentin, yeah, exactly. $1 starting bid for Shortcut is an amazing price. Absolutely, I agree. You bought one for $50. Wow. Oof, that's rough. That's rough. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I I was very happy with the logo. Like, I don't know that anyone's ever commented on it too much, but I always kinda thought it like, at first glance, it kinda looks like a power button, right? With that little symbol that's on the power button of a lot of devices, and so I thought it was kinda fitting. It's like, yeah, power on, let's go. I used to play it at the beginning of all of my Skylanders videos. I haven't put it at all in front of all the videos that I've made recently. Although, no, it's still I did put it on the Figure Focus videos, didn't I? Anyway, yeah. Um, Wolf Thunder, UPS doesn't ship on week UPS, I believe, does ship on weekend. Maybe not Sunday, but at least on Saturday they do. Um, and USPS is every day but Sunday. Actually, they occasionally do deliver on Sundays now, especially if it's Amazon boxes. But yeah, they're not gonna deliver stuff from me on Sunday. Yeah, you should if you're wondering about your shipment, you should have a tracking number. So, just keep an eye on that tracking. That tracking is usually pretty accurate unless something goes wrong with the shipment. Robert, I agree. Skylanders will never get old. I'm here to play Skylanders forever. I'm up for it. Yeah, I'm surprised Ring of Heroes is a thing too. Apparently, that's some people's type of game, but not for me. I tried it for a month, and it's just not my type of game. Chatterbug, you're 15 and you've never heard of Castle Crashers. Okay, so there you go. That's interesting. I'm trying to think when I played it. I think it was after high school, maybe in college. So that would have been yikes. Would that be 15 years ago? That could easily be 15 years ago. Look, on the spot research. Castle Crashers. When did you launch? Launched in August of 2008. Okay, so yeah, that was actually like after college. But yeah, 2008 it launched. And I know it was around at least for a few years. I don't know if they made like sequels or anything, but it's interesting. The perfect Skylander 7 collab would obviously be Survivor. Hmm. I don't know about that. All right. What else we got going on? Skylander 7 to Nintendo. Nintendo turned down Skylanders. Like when Toys for Bob came out with Spyro's Adventure, they offered it to Nintendo as an exclusive. Like it was going to be exclusively on Nintendo consoles, and they turned them down. And that's when they said, "Okay, fine, we'll put it on every platform." Um, so Nintendo kind of lost out on that one. So I mean, they might do it now, seeing the success that they've had, but who knows? Just got done watching a level up video from May 17th. Man, I have been doing this for a while. Yeah, Orion, I did see that. I made sure to grab screenshots of that auction because yeah, there was a heartbreaker bug shot on eBay temporarily. Um, the seller claims that they're going to relist it at some point, and he had just like his story was that he worked for 1-800 got junk, and they were cleaning out the Toys for Bob offices, and he got his hands on a bunch of Skylanders and such. And yeah, I'll leave it to you whether or not you want to believe that story. Some people believe it, some people don't. Um, he claims he took down the auction because the company he works for didn't want their name associated with that auction and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. I don't know. I don't think the company you work for is paying that close of attention to auctions, but who knows? I don't know. One bid for Arm Broken Jawbreaker. I like it. I like it. Hey, it's 6:30. Should we check in and see if anything has changed here? I know one thing has changed. So that looks same. Um, looks like first page of auctions seem to be the same. There's our bid for Jawbreaker. I like it. Yeah, it looks like everything else is the same so far. So still a lot of room. A lot of items with no bids. A lot of items with low bids. I mean, the only one that's really gone crazy so far, of course, is Green Flame Hot Dog, our spotlight item for the week. So Castle Crashers is made in 2008. Yeah, it's been around for a while. Like, I probably played it back in 2008, maybe 2009, 2010. As a buddy of mine, he was really good about seeking out those, like, indie type games, but they re-released it. Okay, so that's probably why more crowds know about it. If it's on Switch, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm sure I don't know if someone got fired or not, but, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I've thought about that too, and I think that was one of the best things to happen for Skylanders, honestly, is that then they could offer that cross-platform capability, right? And instead of just saying, "Yeah, you have to buy only people on Nintendo can buy this," they got to say, "Hey, look at our cool tech, and you can use this figure on Xbox, you can use this figure on PlayStation, you can use this figure on the Wii." It doesn't matter. That it like, it was another it became another selling point of the figures and of the technology they had created to say, "Hey, yeah, you can use the same figure across any platform. You can bring it from your house where you play on the Nintendo Wii, and you can go to your friend who has the game on Xbox and play with him over there." So, yeah, that's fantastic. Obsession, yeah. Um, like I said, the the stuff that I unbox is always open for private sale, and yes, the other 3 game guides would have been up for auction this week, but they were all sold privately. That is indeed true. Um, that's what I always try to tell people. If you really want something, private sale is your best option because you can get your hands on it before anybody else. Um, but otherwise, yeah, you let it go to auction, you risk whether well, 1, whether it actually makes it to auction, and 2, um, whether or not you win the auction. So, yeah, that's good. You're glad the Skyline is not exclusive. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Like, I enjoy Nintendo, but I'm a PlayStation guy, and I played all my Skylanders on PlayStation. Um, so yeah, I'm very happy for that as well. 'Cause, like, when Superchargers like, the Superchargers Racing came out and stuff like that, and the Donkey Kong and stuff, Donkey Kong and Bowser, I had to go buy a system just so I could play it, and because I was, um by that point, I was creating video content for it, like, I felt like I needed to showcase Donkey Kong and Bowser, and, like, I didn't have a console that I could even play the figures on at the time. 'Cause I had given I had a Wii at one point. I gave that to my brother. Um, so I just had PlayStation. So I had no way to play those characters. But yeah, that's, like I said, I think it was for the best. So Steven, this is a decent question. Um, Best platform for Skylanders games? I mean, I would argue that the Xbox One and PS4 were like, they came out after the Wii U, so they just not only had better graphics, but they had better consoles. Like, the consoles had more power, and so, things were less likely to crash. They just everything was going to be better on those consoles. They were the most modern consoles. Now, of course, you can't play the first 2 games on those consoles, but, um, I would say they're the best. Now, if you just say, well, maybe the best means you can play all 6 games. Well, that would be the Wii U or the Xbox 360 or the PS3. Um, those 3 systems allow you to play all 6 games. So, is that could be best for Skylanders, because then you only need 1 console, you can play all 6 games. Um, but yeah, I mean, the Xbox One and PS4 versions, are they significantly better than the Wii U? No, not really. I mean, they're when it comes down to it, they are fairly simple games. It's not like there's some giant open world game like Skyrim or something like that, where it's just this massive world and this that you can explore and top-notch graphics and all these other things where, the best system is gonna make a difference. Not really. Not really. Um, will you notice a difference? Maybe. But if someone just showed you like 2 screenshots, one from a Wii U and one from an Xbox One, could you tell a difference? Maybe. I don't know. I would say if you have them on Wii U, that's good enough. I wouldn't bother like upgrading just for that. Here, you have all the games on Wii U, but you have a Series X considering getting Xbox One versions. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, nothing is gonna be that significantly better, I guess. But if you just want to be the ability to play them on your newest console, then yeah, go for it. But like I said, you're not gonna be able to play the first 2 games. You're only gonna be able to play the last 4, which is unfortunate because the first 2 are really good. All right, hypothetical, but someone wanted to buy Skylanders on the SCL shop with Bitcoin, could they? No, because I don't have any way to accept Bitcoin as payment. Um, I've recently expanded my offerings. It used to just be PayPal or credit or debit. Um, but now you can also use Apple Pay and Google Pay, and I think maybe even like Samsung Pay or something like that too. If anybody actually uses that. Um, so you can use Apple Pay and Google Pay along with, your standard credit cards or PayPal. Um, but I don't even know where to start trying to accept Bitcoin. Um, yeah, yeah, I haven't gotten into crypto, so I don't even have, you know, Bitcoin wallet to accept it personally. Harry asks, "Has I ever had Imaginators for the Switch in stock?" No, unfortunately, I have not. Um, I just got it recently myself from Courtney, who I don't think has been around for a while. I haven't seen him here tonight, but he got me my copy of Imaginators on Switch and graciously just gave it to me. I didn't I offered to pay for it, but he he wanted to give it to me as a gift, so that's how I got my copy. So if I ever come across the copy, it will definitely go in the shop. Um, but no, I have not actually had one in the shop yet. Which Skylander would I eat for dinner besides the food themed Skylanders? Oof. I hmm. Yeah, if you take out the food themed Skylanders, that makes it tough. I don't know. Ooh, maybe because I wouldn't say this is food themed. Maybe Popthorn. Popthorn looks like it could be quite edible. Maybe a little sharp, but I don't know. There you go. Eat Bumble Blast? Maybe. Maybe. Doesn't PayPal let you pay with crypto? Do they? Do they? I'm not sure. I think I saw like I get, their marketing emails and stuff. I think they're starting to accept cryptocurrency. Um, but I don't know if I have to actively set something up special for that. Because I would imagine like the, Bitcoin or whatever has to go somewhere. That's the whole point of it. Farsec, yeah, no, this is the perfect place to ask that. Why is Imaginators on Switch? I wouldn't say randomly, but why is it so expensive? Well, um, it's the only Skylanders game on Switch, for one. And so if you want to play Skylanders on Switch, Imaginators is the only way to do it. You need the physical copy because it's not available digitally. So you can't just go into the Nintendo shop and um, buy the game like you could many other games. So you have to get the physical copy. So that makes it more expensive because there's a limited amount. Um, and while it was a release title for the Switch, it did come out, I believe, after Imaginators had already launched. Like we didn't know um, that it would actually be coming out on Switch right away, if I recall. So that is like I don't think they necessarily made a lot of copies because it had already been released on all the other consoles, and most people picked it up for different consoles. And so I think they probably made a minimal amount of copies, so they're a little bit hard to come by. But the other nice thing about playing on Switch is that you can just scan your figures into the game, and then you don't need the figures because the Switch doesn't actually use a portal. So like, you just scan your figures like, if you're familiar with the Switch, there's an NFC reader in the right Joy-Con, I believe. Um, and so you just scan all your figures in through the controller. Um, but that means, yeah, you don't need a portal, so it's much more portable then, and playing Skylanders on the go then, you don't have to tote along hundreds of characters, becomes a lot easier too. So, it's for a variety of reasons, it has become very sought after, and I think because supply is actually lower than most people realize, um, it's hard to come by, and the people that have it don't wanna sell it, so there's not a lot of people selling it, and the people that are can charge basically whatever they want. It's unfortunate. What's my favorite dessert? Um, hmm, I don't know that I've ever had to pick a favorite. Like, there's so many good desserts out there. I mean, I like cookies, I like cake, I like licorice. Ooh, Twizzlers are great. And yes, Twizzlers are far, far better than red vines or anything else you try to give me. Um, always been a fan of Skittles. I like sugary stuff. I eat like I eat like a 12-year-old. So, I don't know. In the stream I watched today, talking about character rarity. Ooh, interesting. Your argument was if it's sold publicly or not. My question was Stone Zook and Stone World sold publicly? Yes. So yeah, I mean that I stand by that. That plays a big part in character rarity. Um, because like employee variants were never sold to the public. They were never intended to be sold. Stone Zook and Stone Whirlwind were indeed publicly available in retail shops. Uh, they were standard chase variants. Now, what I think happened with a lot of Stone Zook and Stone Whirlwind this is nothing official. This is just my observations, and kind of the conclusion I've come to in my head. So I'm sure plenty of people will disagree with me on this, but this is how I think about it. Um, so the SSAA chase variants, when Skylanders began, nobody knew that chase variants were going to be a thing, right? They didn't announce them, and so over the course of SSA, like people were still not only figuring out what Skylanders were, but they also were trying to figure out, um, all the nuances of Skylanders. And one of those nuances, I would argue, is chase variants and how they handled them and what they were. And are these real? Are these fake? What's going on? And so by the time we got to year two with the Giants release, where we got Stone Zook and Stone Whirlwind, then people were actually paying attention to them and looking for them. And while I know some people found them in retail locations, I think a fair number of them actually never made it to the shelves because there were, there's always going to be some, dishonest retail workers who understand how these things work and they keep these things in the back room. Um, but whether I'm not just blaming retail workers, but like I was one of those folks at one point. I mean, not a dishonest one, but um, between that and just the collectors finally knowing and understanding how Skylanders chase variants work, a lot of the collectors were able to get their hands on them sooner, and they typically, once they hit the hands of collectors, you won't see them for sale again. And so that's the difference in most cases, I feel, is if scalpers or casual collectors get their hands on them first, then they'll probably hit resale at some point. But if collectors get their hands on them first, then they just tend to stay in the hands of the collector in their collections. So it's I don't know. It's a weird game, and honestly, it's very possible that they created less of Stone Zook and Stone Whirlwind. We'll never know because we don't have production numbers on those things. So it's nearly impossible to actually say, well, yeah, those are more rare than other chase variants. I've seen a fair number of them for sale over the years. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they've all found their way to collectors by now. My favorite type of meat, if you get me a good steak, like beef in general is really good. Give me a good steak or a really good burger. I'm in. Do I own a lot of stuff? Skylanders merch? Not really. That's never really been my thing. That's why when I get most of it in, like, it goes straight to the auctions. Like we recently had one of the Skylanders themed Xbox 360 controllers. Like, yeah, if I were to collect anything, like that would be a thing to collect, right? Um, that would be something more substantial to me than like the Skylanders shampoo, that you know, Skylanders toothbrush or Skylanders wrist slap bracelet thing. I Yeah, the problem is, like, if it was a small, concise collection, if there were 2 other Skylanders items out there, Skylanders lines of collectibles, things, then maybe I might try to collect them. But there is so much Skylanders merch out there. Um, like, you would need an entire warehouse to store it all, even if you just had one of everything. Like, they were very fast and loose with the licensing back in the day. And so there is so much Skylanders merchandise out there. Um, someday I might try to catalog it all for anybody else that wants to try to collect it, but I I don't think I could ever collect it all, and that's kind of my thing is like all or nothing, right? That's how I am with most collections. It's all or nothing. How do I like my steak? Well, I'll probably get scolded for this by somebody here. I'm sure. I'm sure. Um, but the growing up as a kid, I did not like to see any red, so I would always order it well done. Um, I've grown up a little bit and I moved to medium well because I don't want to dry it out, but I also don't want it still mooing at me. Um, I don't need to see, blood running on the plate. Like I, you're always taught, like don't undercook your chicken, you'll get sick. So I never understood why, everybody says, yeah, your steak should still be pink, and I'm like, what? No, you're supposed to cook your meat. So I don't know. That that's me. That's me. I order my steak medium well. I prefer it, if it just has a hint of pink in the middle, so I know it's not overdone. But yeah, that's about it. It's a good question. What's with all the food questions today? My opinion on tacos, I like them. Sure. How high is a hot dog? Maybe that's why all the food questions are here. Uh, I did it again. I hit the wrong button. I apologize. But yeah, maybe that's why we have all the food questions today because we have a hot dog up for sale. But it looks like the hot dog is still at 70.50, right where we left it. $70.50. There you go. Oh, wait, you crown Stone Whirlwind as the rarest? Ooh, ooh. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, just because you can't find her anywhere at any one given point in time, I don't know that I would call her the rarest. Because I mean, I mean, right now we have things like Happy Birthday Ben Starcast. Like, how is that not the rarest? Like, you can't find that one anywhere. Stone Whirlwind, I know I've seen, I know people own, but yeah, like even red camo, I would argue is more rare than Stone Whirlwind. So I think it depends on your definition of rarity. Like, as of August 21st, 2021, can I buy the if I had $1,000, could I buy this figure? And if that's your definition of rarity, then okay, well, maybe, maybe. But there's a lot of figures that would probably fall into that category right now. Oh, you should get Mini Genie. Yes, Mini Genie is awesome. How do I like my cookies? Soft or crunchy? I like them soft unless they were my grandma's. Hers were really dry and crunchy, but there was something special about them. I can't really explain it, but like if anybody else gave me a dry cookie, like I'm like, that's kind of weird. I prefer them soft, but my grandma's cookies were really good for some reason. Skylanders does have its 10-year anniversary soon, coming up in October. Exactly, yeah. That's my hypothesis on that. You need to buy a storage case? Well, I got plenty of storage cases, and I think they're priced very reasonably. Most of them, like if all you buy is a storage case, I'm probably losing money on shipping. Um, Especially those big ones. Like those things are a beast to ship. Like they cost me like 10, 12, $15 to ship. Now if you put some figures in there, then I might, still make a couple of bucks, but yeah, there's a few of them. Few of them out there. Obsession? Yeah. I I don't mind that very much as well. Like if you're friends with managers, that's one thing, but um and like most managers understood what was going on and they would play it fairly. But I didn't know a few. I knew a few managers. I never really had too many of them hold anything for me, but you're meeting him well as well. Awesome. How many Frito Lay hot dogs are there? Well, so there's three different styles. There's the red flame, green flame, and purple flame. Um, I can get the actual numbers here. So we actually have numbers for these because they were part of the Frito Lay promotion. Any of the Frito Lay figures, which I think there were Frito Lay giveaways just about every year. Um, we actually got numbers on because they were part of giveaways, and at least within the U.S. and many other countries too, when you do a giveaway like that, you're required to um, state how many prizes are a part of the giveaway. And so, wow, where why am I missing it? Oh, never mind. Okay. Um, so that they try this again. That's looking better. Here we go. They had to give us those numbers. So I can tell you once this loads. So there were 5,856 Firebone hot dog, Frito-Lay Firebone hot dogs. And so we're assuming that they split them evenly between um, red, green, and purple, which they didn't actually tell us that they did. But if that's the case, um, what would I say? 5,856. Yeah, because that number divides evenly by three. So there is 1,952 of each. So just under 2,000 of each, we're assuming. I'm assuming. So yeah, that would put it in the ballpark of what we assume there are for most chase variants. But like I said, most of them we don't have numbers. Only one Skylander, which is the basketball eyebrow. I've heard of basketball eyebrow. Uh, but it's a custom as far as I know. Who is Ben? Yes. So the quest guy, if you're talking about happy birthday, Ben Starcast, um, I don't know if you follow sports at all, specifically American football, the NFL, but Ben was Tom Brady's son. So Tom Brady, the quarterback at the time for the New England Patriots, um, was friends with Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision, and well, I'm assuming he paid him a lot of money to have a figure specially made for his son for his birthday party. And so the box actually says "Happy Birthday Ben" on it, and they're official figures, and they were released at this birthday party. So there are probably a couple dozen at the birthday party, and some Activision employees got them as well. But very, very limited release, unfortunately. So not expecting to see too many of them ever pop up anywhere. But yeah, Tom Brady's son. That once again that explains why it's colored the way it is. Like I said, he played for the New England Patriots, and their colors are red, white, and blue, and that's why Happy Birthday Ben Starcast is painted red, white, and blue. Um, but yeah, that is that's Ben. That's Ben. Okay, okay, that's a little bit better if you don't include employee exclusives or other things like that. If you're just talking about like standard chase variants. I still might argue with your hypothesis there, but we'll see. Happy Birthday Ben had only 20 units of fuel. I I mean, like I said, I have a feeling, yeah, maybe 20 units were released, like I said, at the actual birthday party, but we know other Activision employees got some as well. So I'm guessing there were a few dozen created, but still, I don't know what their minimum print run is, but whatever that is, that's probably what they made. And I'm sure Tom Brady paid out of pocket for it without blinking. So, does Royal Double Trouble have green base or orange base? It has orange base. So that's why we say like Royal Double Trouble is technically a variant of Double Trouble 1.5 because he has the orange base, but still has the Series 1 pose, but a Series 2 base, Series 2 chip. It's my favorite Skylander that starts with a V. I can only think of one offhand. Voodoo. Are there any others? Is this a trick question? What other Skylanders start with a V? Gonna have to help me out here. Hmm. We'll see. You'll have to let me know if there's another one. And we're planning to get another case for Flock Trigger. Yeah. Um, yeah, I want to get the cases up there. Part of it is I need to get the cases, and part of it is once I put the cases up, probably gonna have to start removing some figures because there's just not gonna be room. Because I mean, like one cased figure takes up at least the space of two uncased figures, and I can't like stagger them between front and back of the shelf anymore, like I am right now, to fit more on there. Because the case takes up the entire shelf. So we'll see. Wasn't there blue flame? No, there's no blue flame. Red, purple, and green. Red, purple, and green. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, so Royal is basically 1.5, but recolored. Exactly. Exactly. There you go. Voodoo is the only original Skylander with the name starts with a V. Awesome. Is there one? No, I think I can answer that for myself. There's not one for every letter of the alphabet. Like you couldn't make a Skylanders A to Z. 'Cause like we don't have one that starts with X or Y, right? Not not going completely crazy with that. Even Q, I don't know. We have a standard figure. Like we have Quick Draw, but I don't know that we have a standard one. That'd be fun to play around with sometime though. Skylanders A to Z. I like that. Tree Rex, comma gnarly. Does that work? Happy birthday, Ben Starcast, an actual in-game variant. No, no, it is not. It is a chase variant. Um, Once again, this doesn't follow our standard rules because like it has a special box and stuff. And usually I tell people if like has a special box and the artwork on the box looks like, the figure, then it's probably in-game. But no. Happy birthday, Ben is a chase variant. How many Z Skylanders? Well, yep, there's Zulu. So there's one. There's Zook, Zap. There's actually a lot of Z's. Um, Now that I've said that, that's probably all there is, right? Volcanic Eruptor, yeah. Original. Hmm. hmm Ooh, Bowser arrived today. Yay! I hope you enjoy. All right. Ooh, we passed 7 o'clock. We should get back to these auctions. See what's going on at the auctions. Because in like, yeah, we're well past 7. So like 22 minutes, the auctions start ending. Let's see which one ends. Once again, I have them staggered a little bit. Who ends at 7:30? 7:30 is the poster. So the poster is going to be the first thing to end tonight. But going through these lots again, the stickers still have no bids. The cards still at $1. Swap Force cards. Poster still at $1. Damaged Disney Infinity figures, no bids. Not really surprised there, but who knows? Who knows? Nice cheap Disney Infinity figures. Where's Mikeanoid when you need him? Anyone calling Mikeanoid? He was my Disney Infinity guy, buying all my Disney Infinity figures for me. Enchanted Hoot Loop still at 350. Legendary Free Ranger at $1. Top half of Dark Blast Zone, no bids. Top half of Nitro Mag Charge has one bid. Baymax Disney Infinity once again it has a bid for $1. No bids on the wireless portal. I thought there would have been more interest in that, but maybe I was wrong. Because I mean, honestly, I guess it's more of a collector's piece at this point because the wireless portal eats up batteries. That's the biggest reason I don't use it. But yeah, the wireless portal. I used to have one of those. The Green Flame hot dog, our spotlight item of the week, still sitting at $70.50. Will it end there, or will there be more bids? We'll find out. Skylanders Giants carrying case. It's one. Honestly, might be the favorite. My favorite carrying case that I've gotten in so far, just from a design point of view. Um, but yeah, that has a bid for $5 right now, so that's doing pretty well. Griffin Park Observatory. If anyone wants a cheap Griffin Park Observatory, it has a little bit of damage. The only damage, this little antenna has broken off. And like I said, I'll include this antenna if you want. I'll include it even if you don't want because I don't need it. But just that's the only damage that's on there. So you can get a perfectly good level piece for, well, right now it's at $4. So 450 would be the next bid. If anyone's in need of a Xbox 360 case or the booklet for Spyro's Adventure, we have that there for 50 cents. We'll see if it gets any bids. If it doesn't get a bid this week, I'll probably take that one down. Mini Genie, still looking for a bid. Still looking for a bid on Mini Genie. That, of course, like the title says, is the mini version, not the sidekick version. Fire Kraken has a bid for $1. Countdown, no bids. Jawbreaker did get the bid during this stream here. Wind Up and Barrel Blaster still looking for bids, just for $1. That's all it takes, just $1. Fist Bump, the painted fist bump, surprised me. Went all last week with 0 bids, and now I have 2 people chasing after it, up to $3 already. We'll see what happens. The painted Gil Grunt, no bids. That's a Series 3 Gil Grunt, if you haven't seen it yet. And then Shortcut Cut Short has a bid for $1. I mean, the cheapest shortcut you're ever gonna get. Seriously. And then the base of the Gandalf figure for Lego Dimensions has a bid for 50 cents. So that's great to see a few of those pieces moving that I never thought either. Well, I always hope things will sell, but you never know. You never know. So would like to collect Bowser and Donkey Kong, but you don't own Wii U, so they have no purpose. You're collecting them. You got to complete the collection. Even if you don't play them, got to complete the collection. Want to get the cards, but there's no way you can pay by Tuesday. Fair enough. Fair enough. Want to bids on the cards, but doing the best to stop yourself. Oh man, why? Why? It's what these auctions are all about. What other properties would you like to see to come to Skylanders? I always thought like Ratchet and Clank. Like I'm a big fan of Ratchet and Clank. And I think, they're already cartoon characters. I think they would have fit in great. Like if they can make Crash Bandicoot work, they can make Ratchet and Clank work. And I don't know what they would have done for the figure if they would have made a separate Ratchet and a separate Clank. Like I almost feel like they should have made Ratchet and then Clank kind of like as a magic item type of thing. So, he's a little guy. And if they got really creative with it, like you could actually attach Clank to Ratchet's back or something like that would have been awesome. I think that would be my number one. Um, no, Chatterbug. This is the wireless portal that I'm talking about is not for the mobile game. I actually sold that one last week. That portal sold. The wireless portal I have up now is for the Wii. It's for Spyro's Adventure on the Wii. That's what it was originally sold with, and so you can still use this portal. So yeah, this one is very much usable. It does eat up batteries, yes, but yeah, this one could still be used actually. Got a glass clock dome for your Flockteruptor. Nice. Flock Stump, smash that subscribe button. You got it, buddy. But yeah, I gotta work on getting cases. I really do. Would buy the Griffin Park Observatory, but ranking on every level got to 118th place out of 118 levels. Oof. Wow. So you're telling me Griffin Park is the worst level? I don't know if I buy that. Man, I think you and I just have very different opinions. I think that's what it comes down to. And that's fine. Like I said, I opinions are opinions for a reason. And we're gonna like different characters, we're gonna like different levels, but yeah. It's been a while since I played Griffin Park, but I don't remember it being that bad. I like most of the Imaginator stuff, so we'll see. We'll see. I'll get back there and may replay sooner or later. Do I have a PO box? Yeah, my PO box is actually listed in if you go to the YouTube channel and the About tab or whatever it's called on YouTube, I do have my PO box listed over there. Um, if you want it right now, it's PO Box 262. Actually, here, let me do this. I can throw it on screen for you. I think maybe. Uh, PO Box 262, Altoona, Wisconsin 54720. Will this work? Yeah. There you go. That's my PO box. If you ever want to send me something, like you can send it to what I've honestly had packages addressed to SCL Matt. So however you want to address it there. But yeah, that's my PO box. I'll leave that up there for a little while if you want to copy that down, or you can come back in the. I'll leave it up for a couple of minutes, and if you ever want to come back, and you can find it in this video. But otherwise, like I said, it should be um not o- not only is it do I have it there as well? Yeah, yeah. It's at the very bottom in the footer of my website of skylanderscharacterlist.com. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of any page, my address is down there on the bottom too. So yeah, you can send me whatever you want there. So that works. Um, Wolf Shadow got your first bid. That's awesome. Is there gonna be a theme for next week's auctions? I mean, not necessarily a theme. Um, I mean, if are you talking about like the spotlight item? Since this is our last chase variant, what we're planning on, if everything goes according to plan, is that I am going to have um some of Earth and Avengers customs in the house. And those are going to well, one of them is going to be our first spotlight item next week. We'll space those out week to week as we have done with the chase variants, but I should have some of those in hand this week, and hopefully, we'll be able to get pictures of them and be able to advertise them properly before next Saturday. Um, but yeah, that's the current plan. So yeah, not necessarily a theme, but yeah, as far as big items go, that's the current plan. So I'm really hoping that works out because that the timing of that will work very nicely to kind of transition. Like as I'm running out of big items right now, like we'll get some customs in here and see how that goes. Yes. Ratchet and Clank would make for way better Skylanders than Crash. Yep. Yep. I would agree. I would agree. Mike Noid. Welcome, Mike Noid. Glad you can make it. Our Disney Infinity misses you. But yeah, underrated system. I don't know. I think it was a little bit before its time. I mean, you look at it and you see the gamepad for the Wii U, and it's like, well, that's the Switch, right? Like everybody hated the gamepad, everybody loves the Switch. So what changed? The biggest thing for me was like I thought it was too big and bulky to use as an everyday controller, and whenever I played the Wii U, I needed to use the Pro controller. Like I couldn't use the gamepad. That was not for me. A lot of good games reported to the Switch. Yep. That's very true. I seem pretty neutral in Griffin Park. Well, like I said, the biggest part for me is, like, I haven't played it in a while, so I don't, like, I guess it wasn't memorable enough that I'm shouting its praises from the rooftop. Um, I'm not saying it's the best level out there. My my recollection, though, of Imaginators and all the levels that came with it was that I liked them quite a bit. Um, and in general, I tend to think that the adventure pack levels that they release tend to be better than the standard in-game levels. Um, just because they don't have to be, like, be tied down within a storyline as much. They can kinda have free reign to do whatever they want. Um, like, I think, Thumpin' Wumpa Islands was fantastic as far as level goes. Uh, I think that Mirror of Mystery, the storyline of Mirror of Mystery is amazing, and I think they must have had that idea. Someone had that idea, and it's like, "Well, can we work this into the main story?" "Nope." "Okay, well, let's make it an adventure pack then because it's a great story." Um, and that's kinda what I feel about most of the adventure pack levels, is that they were great stories that they couldn't work into the main storyline. And so a lot of times I feel they're better, but I don't know. Which of the Imaginators add-on levels had Cinder as an NPC? Oh, that's a good question. Does anyone remember? I don't recall offhand. Is the Wii U the only console that can play all Skylanders games with every figure? Because of DK and Bowser, yes. So the Wii, like I was saying before, the Wii U, PS3, and Xbox 360 are the only consoles that can play all 6 games, but with every figure, um, and you could argue Superchargers Racing if you wanna include that, like, that's kind of a subset of games almost, kinda like the 3DS games. Um, but in any case, yeah, I like the Wii U could play that too, but, yeah, PS3 and Xbox 360 can play this other 6 main games, but they can't use DK and Bowser, so yeah. You could argue that the Wii U is superior in that fashion. Yeah, definitely before its time, yes. Yes, the Wii U is before its time. Like, Nintendo knew what they wanted to do, like, they wanted my theory is they wanted to make the Switch the immediate predecessor to the Wii, but by the time they absolutely had to move on to a new console, like, it was time to put out the next generation of console, the Wii U was the best they could do between processing power and, like, just the technology wasn't there for them yet. And so I think they did the best with what they could and then tried to quickly move on to the Switch after the Wii U. Because it's like, yeah, this was just a Band-Aid, stopgap. Um, it's not what they were like, not that they weren't proud of the Wii U, but it was only halfway to the Switch, and that's what they ultimately wanted to put out. Do you like Ghost Roaster for looks or for how it plays? Both. I think it's one of the more unique looking characters, and he's quite strong in game, honestly. So it's pretty cool. Imaginators is second best level, the Cursed Key Temple, only being beaten out by Quicksilver Vault, which is the best Skylanders level ever. So I don't always I've told people this over and over again. I couldn't tell you like, even if I had a favorite level, I probably couldn't tell you the name of it. That's just how I am. Um, so you're gonna have to remind me which one Quicksilver Vault is. I suppose I could look it up quick, but if you have a quick description on, I'd love to hear from you or why it's so good. Thump and Wumpa Islands is 99th. Wow. Like I said, I think we just have very different opinions of things. I For that reason, it's going to take a while. Like I'm not going to have the time to sit down and evaluate 118 levels right now. Well, I mean, it just take me a while to evaluate them. But I kind of want to make my list to see how much it differs from yours. No, 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 no pineapple on pizza. I mean, I'm not a big fan of pineapple to begin with. I like the flavor of pineapple, but not the texture. My rule for pizza, I absolutely love, love, love pizza. Eat all the time. Just had some pizza today. Um, but I I only allow meat as a topping on pizza. No fruits or vegetables as toppings. So you get your crust, you get your sauce. I mean, yes, I understand tomato sauce, tomato-based sauce, yeah, just fruits and vegetables, whatever. But that's not what I'm talking about. So you get your sauce, you get your cheese, then whatever goes on top of that, for me, if I'm eating it, only meat. Only meat. Quicksilver Vault is the third to last level in SSA. It's a blue level that you travel through by really big chains. One big thing about the level is that is very blue. Like everything is blue. I I don't recall a blue level necessarily. Maybe I was focused on something else at the time, but yeah, we'll see. Taco pizza? Yeah, I wouldn't eat taco pizza because it has a bunch of vegetables on it. The best pizza topping is always cheese. Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, to me, if your pizza doesn't have cheese, it's not pizza. I like you those like you need crust, sauce, cheese to even have a pizza. If you don't have those 3 things, you don't have a pizza. Kiwi on pizza? No. Like I said, no fruits or vegetables. Do you fold your pizza in half and eat it? No. I don't live in New York. My pizza isn't that big, and I need to fold it in half, make a sandwich. All right, we are almost at 7:30. That means our first auction is gonna be ending here. So, what I say, the poster is ending at 7:30. Couple seconds left to get you bid in on a poster if you want it. Dark edition from Imaginators. Any takers? Any takers? It does have one bid already. I haven't even checked who that is, so, um, but Dark Edition Imaginators poster. Someone's gonna get it real cheap this week. There it goes. Ends at $1. Is our winner here? Let's check out who won that. See if they're here. I mean, if you're here, you can obviously reveal yourself if you want to. If you don't want to, I won't say anything. Ooh, it is a name I recognize. I don't think they're in the chat though. So we'll leave it at that. Cool. Next item to go then is the lot of Swap Force cards. Swap Force cards will end in about 5 minutes, 7:35. 30 cards currently going for just $1. It's like 3 cents a card. It's a pretty good deal. So I'll leave it at that. It looks like we're still talking about pizza, man. Oof. Yeah, Brennan, barbecue chicken pizza, that's fine. Like I said, that like to me, that's gonna have have all the right ingredients. Then yes, add more cheese. Hey, growing up as a kid, I was a cheese pizza guy. That was me. Cheese pizza, nothing on it. Just cheese pizza, extra cheese. You get pizza without cheese because you don't like, oh man. Okay, first of all, you have to realize that I live in Wisconsin, which is the dairy state, and not liking cheese is like I you can't live in Wisconsin and not like cheese. Um, but I how do your toppings stay on the pizza if you don't have cheese? So you just have crust with sauce and pineapple, or were you anti-pineapple? I don't remember. Um, like everything would just slide off. I don't get it. You need cheese. It's the glue, holds everything together. Popcorn on pizza. I mean, I wouldn't intentionally put popcorn on pizza, but breakfast pizza, yes. Breakfast pizza can be good. Um, but I would argue they usually have cheese as well. So buffalo sauce on pizza, yes. The pizza I have right now is actually a buffalo chicken pizza. So it has some buffalo sauce on it. Going for the leftovers, yes. Wolf Thunder, there is a bid on the cards, so the cards should be going. But the stickers currently don't have a bid. Wolf Shadow, yeah. A lot of Wisconsinites will eventually become a little bit lactose intolerant just because we eat so much dairy. It happens. You're in the 1% of people that don't like cheese. Sauce with pepperoni and bacon. Well, pepperoni and bacon pizza is delicious. I'll give you that. But you should put some cheese on there. I don't know. There's probably more than 1% of people that don't like cheese. I don't know. I know someone who didn't eat cheese until they were 30 years old. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but shroom boom on pizza. Hmm. I don't know because I don't like mushrooms on pizza. Why would I like shroom boom? Obsession. I like that rule. I worked at a pizza place as well. I wasn't actually making the pizza. I was just a delivery driver. Um, so I didn't have to try everything, thankfully. But if you can make a sandwich with it and it goes on pizza, that's an interesting theory. Um, one I don't really agree with, but I think that would in most cases exclude pineapple, right? People don't put pineapple on a sandwich, right? Not that I know of. Oh man, no leftover pizza. Sad day. Peanut butter and jelly. I have seen peanut butter and jelly pizza, but you see that falls into the like. There's not really a sauce, and I don't think there's really cheese with that. Like they just put peanut butter and jelly on the crust and call it a pizza. I'm like, I struggle with that a little bit to call that pizza. Mastock Kitty, welcome to the stream, and you're welcome. I'm always here to help out with your orders. Oh, 7:35. I missed it. Were there any more bids? Card lot? Nope. Card lot goes for $1 this week. That's it. Card lot for $1. So next up is the sticker lot at 7:40. So you have 5 minutes to bid on the Swap Force sticker lot if that's something you're interested in. Minimum bid is only $1. That's it. SCLauctions.com if you're checking them out. But yeah, I'm always here to help out with orders. My favorite pizza place. Well, my favorite pizza place is a place I ordered from today called Toppers. Um, but they're very regional. They're only in like they're mostly in Wisconsin. They do have a few locations out of state, but I'm assuming most people have never heard of Toppers, so that's not going to help you. Um, I have my go-to order from just about any pizza place out there. I love trying out local pizza chains. If I'm ever visiting somewhere, I'll try out whatever local pizza places you have. Um, but like if I go to Pizza Hut, it's gonna be a deep dish extra cheese. Um, they're a place like I still just get a cheese pizza. I feel their cheese pizza is better than other places' cheese pizza. And when you put toppings on whatever their formula is, I don't know why, but whenever you put toppings on it, it kind of changes the consistency of things, and I don't like it as much. Um, so there's I actually just ordered cheese yet. You got to get breadsticks. Got to get the breadsticks. Domino's, that's where I go hand tossed with pepperoni and bacon. Um, that's my go-to there, especially since they started that medium 2 topping pizza for what, $5, $6, something like that. So yeah, hand tossed pepperoni bacon there. Um, what other national chains we got that people would know? We got Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's. Papa John's is just pepperoni pizza. Nothing too fancy there. I don't know. Disney World has peanut butter and jelly hot dog. Ooh, oof. I mean, I don't know. Like people always talk. Oh, I still haven't tried it, but I know a few people who have, and the a peanut butter on a burger apparently is a really good thing. Um, that people enjoy. Said I haven't tried it yet, but some people swear by it. So I don't know. You have a Toppers in town? Interesting. That's good. Yeah, Toppers is delicious. Yeah, local pizza places are great. Absolutely. Go support your local businesses. You're about to give away your town. Oh no, don't do that. Little Caesars is bad. I'll I'll eat Little Caesars. I'm okay. Okay, I mean just standard pepperoni pizza. Um, I mean, yeah, they're not the top of the list, but I'll eat them. Yeah, meat pizza. Like I said, only topping that should ever be on pizza is meat. Brennan works for Disney. I like that. I go down to Disney a few times a year. I think my next trip is probably planned for like January. $15 for Skylanders Battleground Starter Pack. Does it have Royal Double Trouble? If it has Royal, then yes, 15 is a steal. For the standard though, yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad because you're still going to get a Double Trouble 1.5. you'll get the platinum treasure chest. So those are exclusive items yet. They can only get in the battleground starter pack. Um, so yeah, it's not bad. I'd pay it. Especially if you need those figures, if you want those figures. Um, yeah, if you want the 1.5 in the platinum treasure chest, I'd take it for 15. I think that's reasonable. I the UP? No. Michigan can have the UP. We don't care about that. It's just a bunch of snow. If I'm ever at Epcot, you'll be there. I'll let honestly send me a DM or something. Next time I'm down there, maybe we can meet up. 'Cause yeah, we usually end up hitting Epcot at least once when we're down there. I have a group of folks I travel with, but yeah, I think January is probably the next time I'm gonna get down there. It'll be a while. Looking forward to it though. There you go. Favorite pizza place that everyone knows, Papa John's, sure. Yeah, Disney Springs. Disney Springs has some weird food options. Um, but they're what was it? Watermelon Dole Whip. That stuff's good. That is good. Yeah, not royal. Unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be royal. That, like I said, that would have been a steal if you could get it for 15. But yeah, the 1.5, that's nice. 740 is come and gone. I missed it. Did anyone go after the stickers? Nope, not this week. Wow, that's the first lot of stickers that we had sold. The cards and stickers usually sell pretty well. Have a good night, Wolf Shadow. So 745. What do we have at 745? Ooh, 745 is the carrying case, and it has another bid. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We need some updates here. Updates. We have a lot more bids. Why is no one has mentioned anything? Um, okay, so 745 in 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, the Giants carrying case, which now has two people going after it, is currently at 550. So that's the next item to end. So focus on that first if that's something that interests you. But the Green Flame hot dog has suddenly gotten a lot more interest. It is currently at $86. $86 has like 5 people bidding on it with 11 different bids. Wow. Okay. Excitement. I haven't been getting distracted by Disney here. As much as I did not like Disney Infinity, I love going to Disney parks. Don't get me wrong. I like Disney, just did not care for their game. Um. Okay, so we have two auctions yet before Green Flame ends. Yeah, exactly. 86 is a lot more than 7050. Um, to get to 7050, that was just 2 people bidding on it. Now we have 5 people bidding on it. That's the big difference. A lot of people waiting to the end here and started bidding late. Um, so yeah, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. Let's refresh. Whoa, there it goes again. 9450. We're up to 9450. Yeah, this thing's flying. I mean, is this gonna outdo Metallic Purple Lightning Rod from last week? Is that are we gonna blow that out of the water? Courtney, welcome. Welcome. Are you the one bidding up Green Flame hot dog? I mean, you're not the only one going after it, but wow. Yes. No. Firebone hot dog is on fire. Seriously. Like okay. Okay, so the carrying case ended at 550. Um Okay. Yeah, you can see yourself out after that one. But no, please stay. Please stay. All right. So like I said, the carrying case ended at 550. Had two bids on that one. At 750 before the screen flame goes, the wireless portal still at no bids. I'm honestly surprised with that one. Do do I have a price too high? Anybody interested at a lower price? Can sell it to you privately during the week. Might just have to relist it next week. We'll see. Um, but yeah, that has no bids currently. A few of the others have gone up in price as well. So the Enchanted Hoot Loop is up to $5. The Legendary Free Ranger is up to $2. Those are the same. Ooh, Griffin Park going 1150. Griffin Park up to 1150. That was a nice jump too. That was at $4 last time we saw. What else do we got? Here, let's do this. So, let's see. Griffin Park I had. Firecrockin' still going. Jawbreaker. A lot of things with no bids yet. All the rest of these figures are going to end at 8 o'clock. So Fist Bump, Shortcut, Gandalf have bids. Okay. So yeah, we're looking at, where'd we go? Green Flame still at 94.50. No bids on the portal. Okay. Ooh, Lollipop. So unfortunately, Lollipop, I am not an expert on new in-box stuff. I can give you what information I know. So I sell Spotlight out of box for about $45. That means she sells on eBay somewhere in the like 60 to 70 range, usually, I think 50, 60, 70. So new in box, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert. I don't spend my time watching these prices. This is a question for Pirate Dad. I wish he were here right now. Um, I'd maybe venture to say $100, maybe. It okay. Well, there you go. If you got an unopened Spotlight for $30, congratulations. That's a win because that's less than you can get one for out of box. Yeah, like I said, I sell them on my website for like 45 out of box. So yes, $30 unopened, fantastic deal. Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah, there's no way to beat that. Veggies on a burger? Nope. Okay, so Absolutely Studios. I mentioned this once earlier tonight. I believe you were here, but when I was talking about like my favorite dessert, um, and I said like I eat like a 12-year-old. That pretty much encompasses everything that I eat, not just desserts. So when it comes to burgers, I I am a hamburger only ketchup kind of guy. I will occasionally put cheese on it, but hamburger only ketchup. If the burger's made well, that's all you need. So, no, I do not like veggies on a burger. All right. Ooh. 750. 750. That means our portal ended, I believe. Yeah. I think did it where'd it go? Come back here, portal. I went to a different page. Portal ended, no bids. All right. Next item up then is the green flame hot dog. You have 5 minutes remaining to get your bids in on a green flame firebone hot dog. Jindigo, you missed it, man. Green flame hot dog is currently sitting at 94.50. 94.50. We've had some big jumps. And a few other things have gone up too. Like Enchanted Hoot Loop is up to $5. Oh, Legendary Free Ranger went up again to 250. The Griffin Park Observatory, you know, that awful, awful level we were talking about. It's not awful, folks. Don't worry. Is up to 1150. But yeah, that's what I'm wondering if it's gonna reach Purple Lightning Rod territory. Ooh, Skylander Gamer TV. Yes, you can put bacon on for sure, but not pickles. But hamburger, bacon, and ketchup, that's a good burger. That's a very good burger. Lollipop, yeah. I hear that from European countries a lot, that there are some good deals to be had over there. Stuff that we have a really hard time finding here in the US can be found really easily over there, and that's great. That's great. I wish I could import it. But yeah, that's great. All right. How you doing, auctions? Any new bids? Because I'd be happy if the auctions finish where they are right now, but I'd be even happier if we could keep bids on stuff that doesn't have bids. That's what I'm really hoping for. Fist bump up to 350. Wow. Who knew? You see, this is what I don't understand. I mean, it's just the right people seeing it at the right time, right? But like Fist bump was listed last week and nobody bid on it. Someone could have gotten it for $1 last week. But now we have two people bidding back and forth on it and it's up to 350. All right. 2 minutes left. What do we think? 2 minutes left. Yeah, exactly. This is what happens sometimes when we relist things. You just get the right people in the audience. I was surprised with that Jindigo. That's what I said. The stickers have sold every time I've listed them so far. This is the first time. Yeah, the portal didn't sell either, but that one was a little more hit or miss. I would have thought it would have sold, but it's true. Hot dog could go in overtime if it's anything like lightning rod. Lightning rod went into 5 overtimes. Like lightning rod was planned to end at 7:55, just like green hot dog, but went into 5 overtimes and didn't end until 8 o'clock. So anyone that's new here and doesn't know what I'm talking about with the overtime, all my auctions here have a setting, unlike eBay, where if somebody puts a bid within the last minute of the auction, another minute is added to the timer. So there's no sniping. But I'm not seeing any movement on it now. We're within that last minute. Oh, skadoosh. We mentioned it really early on. Just let me see if Green Flame ends here, and then we'll get back to it again. I'll mention it for anybody who might have came in late. All right, looks like it ended there. So I think that was 94.50. 94.50. See, do we have the winner in the audience right now? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Oh, they were here. They were here. I don't know if they're still here. All right. Um, so the news that Skadoosh was talking about, I did mention this. It was within like the first 10 minutes because someone else happened to bring it up. What was that? It was Jindigo, wasn't it? I think it was Jindigo brought it up. Um, but yeah. So right before the stream, I was working on this. This is an order, believe it or not. Skadoosh here kind of challenged me last week and said, if you put Stealth Elf for sale next week, I'll buy all of them. So I put all of these Stealth Elf figures on sale, and Skadoosh bought all of them. I think we determined there's like 56 or so of them there, something like that. There's uh 20 of the superchargers, 15 series 1, 4 series 2, and 27 series 3. Bought every single last one of them. I currently have one dark series 3 in stock because I didn't put that one on sale. Um, but yeah, I am out of all the other figures. Yes, Courtney, you won. Courtney was the winner of our Green Flame hot dog. Is that the largest order? Honestly, no, it's not. I know I've had some larger. I don't remember what the exact number was offhand. I'd have to look it up again. But I've had it. I think I've had some over 60 pieces. So, but yeah, it's really big. You did good for cheaper than lightning round. Yep, by a few bucks there. Skadoosh now holds 1% of all stealth elves. Like I said, I'll be getting some back in stock soon enough. But yeah, that was the big question. What are you gonna do with all those stealth elves? Stealth elves? Stealth elves? I don't know what the proper pluralization is. Yeah, all for 40 bucks is a steal. When they're on sale and you have the VIP discount, you can get some good deals. That's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying. 40 bucks. 40 bucks for all the stealth elves. Ooh, customs. There you go. We'll see, Skadoosh. Maybe I can throw in a dark. We'll find out. We'll find out. I like there you go. Stocking stuffers. All right. 1 minute left on all the other auctions. Get your bids in. Um let's see. Any big last minute changes here? That looks same. I think they're all pretty much the same from what I'm looking at. Yeah. Not seeing any big changes here. And there we go. 8 o'clock. Is everything ended? Ended. Looks like everything ended. So yeah, another solid week of auctions. I'll take it. Um, yeah, I plan on posting the picture on Twitter. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I can send it to you too. My store collection is taking a beating. Yeah, I mean, it's it's, I mean, it clears up a lot of space on my shelves, for one, but I also know that, it didn't take me that long to collect that many. So, you know that with all the orders that I have coming in, I'll have Stealth Elf back in stock this week. Maybe not all of them, like, Series 2 was a little bit harder to find, like I said, I only had 4 of those left. I did have some more sell this week because they were on sale, so I did start the week with more than that, um, but those are a little bit harder to come by. But Series 1, Series 3, Super Shot, like, those all be back in stock in no time, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, S2 is a rare one 'cause it didn't appear in a starter pack. That's the big difference. The other 3 appeared in starter packs. Uh, Series 1 was in the 3DS starter pack, but it still appeared in starter pack. And then Series 3 was the main starter pack, and then Superchargers was every starter pack. Yeah, the year we had all the starter packs in the world, Stealth Elf was the common denominator. So, ooh, you finally got the snake out. Yes, congratulations, Quest Guy. I'm glad to hear that. I believe I do have I think there's a Cobra Cadabra in the shop. You can check that out. If there's not a Cobra Cadabra, there's definitely a Rattleshake. But I would get the Cobra Cadabra while you still can. Those are harder to come by. Rattleshake is one I usually have in stock pretty well. But okay, so it depends how much you want to spend too, because Cobra Cadabra is going to be a little bit more expensive, and Rattleshake I believe is on sale this week. Well, if you order today, new sales start tomorrow. So yeah, check out those sale items too. This is the last day you can get them. About 4 more hours on those sale items before we move on to next week's sale items. So you can check those out. Um, but yeah, yeah, that's about it. Auctions haven't updated yet. Well, they should have. Sometimes you get weird caching things happening with the auctions, but I promise you, the auctions are over. You won the swapping bird, eh? Is that the legendary free ranger? That'd be a good one. Oh, the snake got in from the roof. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because then you got snakes in your ceiling. Ooh, that's the last thing I need is snakes falling down from the ceiling. I can have nightmares now. I need to stop talking about that. All right. Um, Quest guy, did you win arm breaker, jawbreaker? Yeah, I think I don't think the bid changed on that one, so I'm assuming you won it. I- Jawbreaker, yeah, for $1, so that should be you. Ha ha! Snakes on a house. Oh, snakes in a house at least. Oh, you won the hoot loop. Nice, nicely done. There are a lot of birds, I guess. A lot of swapping birds. All right. Well, sounds like it's been a good night for everybody here. So, if there aren't any other questions right now, I think we're gonna call it quits. Cause yeah, yeah, I definitely have to get a lot of packages out Monday. Um, what do you call a Skylander that can make a cake? A sky baker, maybe? I don't know. What do you call them? But yeah, I think I'm gonna start wrapping this up here. Subscribe, comment, like, let YouTube know that you like this content. let YouTube know that they should show it to everybody else. Ooh, Rattlebake. There we go. I like it. Rattlebake. All right, Absolute Studios. Have a good night. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here too. So I will be back. We take Sundays off. Sundays are a day of rest. Be back on Monday. It is highly likely that we will also have unboxings on Monday. If I don't have unboxings, I'll be back with the gameplay stream. But I am expecting a bunch of packages this week. Um, Within the past 3 days, I think I've ordered like 9 packages. I mean, once again, some of them are smaller, but there are some larger ones in there too. So this week should have a lot of unboxings to do. So with that being said, I'm gonna get off so we can get prepared for that. If you want some auctions, go ahead and pay for those. Remember, you have 3 days to pay for your auctions. 3 days. If you can't pay in 3 days, please contact me and let me know, and maybe we can work something out. Um, if you want to add stuff to your auction item winnings, you can do that in the cart. It's really simple. If you have questions about it, let me know. I'm happy to help. But yeah, otherwise, go check out those sale items either tonight, new sale items tomorrow. Brennan, does the VIP discount work on the auctions? It does not work on auction items. However, if you add additional items to your cart, um, and then use the discount, it would work on those additional items from the shop. But it does not work on auctions because that would be unfair, basically. Because if you knew you could use your discount, you could just bid higher than everybody else because you knew you'd be paying less anyway, and that doesn't work. That's not right. So yeah, that's the one thing it doesn't work on. It does not work on auction items. But yeah, works on absolutely everything else coming from the shop, whether it's figures, storage cases, games, portals. VIP discount works on it all. And there's some confusion about this week. I've had a few people ask me. The VIP discount you can use as often as you want, as long as you're a paying member. It's not a one-time use thing. It's not a once per month thing. You could use it every day. You could use that discount every single day if you wanted. You could use it multiple times per day if you place multiple orders in a day for some reason. But my point is that there's not a limit to how much you can use it. So um, I don't know if that'll persuade anybody. Yeah, getting 20% off is a pretty good deal. I would agree. That's why it's there. Um, and I'll tell you now that $7 price point isn't going to be there forever. Um, that price is actually going up. But whatever you lock in your price as long as you stay a paying member, like if you sign up at $7 right now, and just constantly stay a member, you'll be paying $7 a month forever, even if I raise the price. And I will tell you, it's going up to $10 a month before the end of the year. Um, so you'll have warning when it's going up, but it will be going up. So this is going to be your chance to get it cheap, I guess is what I'm saying. But yeah, it's a good deal. Go use that VIP discount. In any case, that's all for me. So I'm going to get off of here now. I hope you have a good night, and I will talk with you soon. See ya.